McKenzie method shoulder extension. This is a very commonly required direction to move the shoulder to resolve shoulder conditions. Straighten the affected arm behind you, bringing the shoulder into shoulder extension. Move the hand as far behind you as possible within the limits of pain, and if not limited by pain, push into the stiffness. With this exercise, it will often be somewhat restricted, and with repeating the exercise, the range of movement should become incrementally further. With this first component of the shoulder extension exercise, you will often require 10 to 12 repetitions, and once this movement has become completely pain-free, or your shoulder has reached a plateau of improvement with this condition, you are ready to add the second component, shoulder adduction. To do this, first again extend the shoulder behind you, but then reach across your back towards your other arm, and return your arm back to neutral. With each one, slightly extend the shoulder and then reach across the back as far as possible. With this second component of shoulder adduction, often it's required after suitable improvement with shoulder extension has been made. This second movement often requires application of extra pressure with your other hand to pull the injured shoulder further into adduction, which is the movement behind you. This exercise may be painful but should improve on repetition, or at least should remain better afterwards, and movements of your shoulder that were painful and restricted before the exercise should become easier and less painful. After sufficient progress has been made with these two exercises, repeated hand behind back is almost always required. As you can see, with this exercise you are first reaching behind you and then across and reaching up the back as far as possible or as far as pain permits. This exercise is almost always required for full resolution of your shoulder problem if there has been improvement with the other two components, and in some people only this component is required. When the repeated hand behind back movements do show an improvement in your shoulder condition, they must almost always apply extra pressure with the towel to achieve a full resolution of the condition. To do this, again, reach your hand up your back as far as possible, and at the limit, use the other hand to apply pressure with the towel to pull the hand further up the back. With this exercise, it should be performed 2 hourly, and often when you have reached this component of the exercises, you may no longer require the other two components.